Hi everyone, I thought I would make my first video on YouTube. My name is John Holden and I have my Facebook page Tarot by John, or Tarot by John Holden if you're looking for it on Facebook. So I said I would just come on and give a little introduction about myself, what I do, and then talk a bit about tarot and what I would recommend. So I've been reading tarot cards for roughly 20 years or just a little bit more. In 2013, I created my Facebook page at Tarot by John Holden as it is now because I've had to change it. And over the years, I've built up a small audience and I post daily cards and competitions and stuff like that. And anyone who follows me knows exactly what I do. So what I thought I would talk about today is that, what is tarot? So tarot is a deck of 78 cards. It's split into two groups. The first group is called the Major Arcana, or Big Secrets, and the second group is called the Minor Arcana, or Little Secrets, or Small Secrets. The Minor Arcana then is split into 4 suits. So you've got Cups, Wands, Pentacles, and Swords, and each suit has its own element and own traits. So the suit of Cups is the element of water, and they deal with emotional issues, matters of the heart, that kind of thing. Wands, the element is fire, and that's all about energy, inspiration, determination. Pentacles is the earth element, and that deals with material and physical things, finances, health, and that kind of stuff. And then Swords is the element air, and that deals with conflict, ambition, and other bits and pieces like that too. Won't go into too much detail. So each suit has 14 cards in it, like a regular playing deck, except it adds in a page as well. So it's page, knight, queen, king. So I get a lot of messages with people saying, I want to learn how to read tarot, or what would you recommend? So I thought I'd put it in this video what I would do. So there's a myth that you have to be gifted your first tarot deck. I am not of that school of thought. I would recommend that you go into a shop, you pick up a couple of decks, and whatever one feels right for you, that's the one you work with. If you ask me to recommend a deck for you, I'd recommend the Rider-Waite deck. It's a great starter deck. It's one of the most popular decks that we have, and it's a good deck to start with. The second thing I would do is I would then get a journal, and before you do anything else, I would take the cards out and look at them one by one, and intuitively I would write down what you think they mean. So you get a journal like this. Oh, this is as old as the Dead Sea Scrolls. But I get a journal like this. I would just put my card or drawing of card, I stuck the card in here, and then intuitively I just write down what I think the card means. Just a few keywords or a couple of sentences. So I would do that over a number of weeks before I do anything else. And then once I have that done, I have the 78 cards in, or even the Major Arcana in, then I would pick one book, one tarot book to learn from. So if you remember in school, you had one geography teacher. If you had 5 geography teachers, they would all be telling you something a little bit different and you get confused. So that's why I recommend one book. The book I would recommend is Tarot Made Easy by Nancy Guerin. This is a fantastic book. It's got loads of different references, loads of different points in it, and it's good for cross-referencing when you're starting out. The other thing I would say to you is, just because, so when you read the book and you check with your journal, just because what you've written as your first impression does not match or might not match anything that the book says, that does not mean you are wrong. That means that at that particular time when you were looking at the card, that's the message that you got. So I would keep that. And then from the book, I would just pick out a keyword or something that stands out with regards to that particular card, and I'd write it in your journal, and I would work around that. So you don't have to match the book directly. Now, I'm sure there are lots of readers out there who are looking at this and they're going, oh my God, what witchcraft is he talking? But I am an intuitive tarot card reader. So that means I could pull the Magician out and I might say X for you. I might pull it again and say Y for the next person and work my way through the alphabet and every letter and number that we have. I don't necessarily put the same meaning on the card. The core meaning, 1 or 2 keywords I would, but I can interpret the cards differently for the reading that I'm doing and the person I'm reading for. So the scenario and situation that I'm working on at that time, my intuition tells me what meaning that card has. So that's the way I work. And I know a lot of readers do the very same, but then there's a school of thought that you need to stick rigidly to what the card meaning is and what it has been written down, especially by this guy here, A.E. Waite. He was one of the, I suppose, pioneers of revival of tarot, and anything that he has is worth reading. But I'm not a big fan of the little book that comes with the deck. People who know me know that I prefer to write my own notes first before I read anything else. So that's that. The sixth thing I would say then is that you have to do is just practice. So it's practice, 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 and that will make perfect. So just in this short video, what I'm going to do, or my plan is, so if people are interested, and let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications and all that kind of stuff. So my plan is to do a little course on YouTube, what the cards mean, how to interpret them, and then finally do a combinations class of what different combinations mean. There is no rush on this, so I'm going to be doing it over a number of weeks. So that's kind of it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page at Tarot by John Holden, and I will talk to you soon.